Hello, my friends. It's Brent. We're back with part 8 already of the science of getting rich. What we're doing here, I'm reading the legendary book by Wallace Wattles, Attracting Abundance Using Your Creative Power. The book was written 110 years ago. The language is a little archaic in spots. So I'm reading it, editing a bit and making it a little more up to date, and then giving you my thoughts as we go along. This is a powerful book. It's the basis of every self-help book to deal with wealth, that any new age self-help book. So things like Think and Grow Rich, The Magic of Believing, all the way up to The Secret are influenced heavily by the science of getting rich. So today we're going to jump right back into it. We stopped yesterday. We were about to start the impression of increase. So whether you change your job or not, your actions for the present must be those pertaining to the business in which you're in now. You can get into the business you want by making constructive use of the business you are already established in, by doing your daily work, and here comes that term, in a certain way. And insofar as your business consists in dealing with other men, whether personally or by letter or email, the key thought of all your efforts must be to convey to their mind the impression of increase. Increase is what all men and women are seeking. It's the urge of the formless intelligence within them, seeking fuller expression. The desire for increase is inherent in all nature. It's the fundamental impulse of the universe. All human activities are based on the desire for increase. People are seeking more food, more clothes, more shelter, more luxury, more beauty, more knowledge, more pleasure. Increase in something, more life. Every living thing is under this necessity for continuous advancement, where increase of life ceases. Disillusion and death set in immediately. Man instinctively knows this, and then he is forever seeking more. This law of perpetual increase is set forth by Jesus in the parable of the talents. Only those who gain more retain any. From him who hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. The normal desire for increased wealth is not an evil or reprehensible thing. It is simply the desire for a more abundant life. And that's abundant in every way that's important to you. It's not just wealth, abundance in love and happiness, family time, passion. Because it's the deepest instinct of men, all of us, we attract to him those who can give us more to our meaning of life. In following the certain way, as described in the foregoing pages, you are getting continuous increase for yourself, and you are giving it to everyone you deal with. You are a creative center from which increase is given off to all. Be sure of this and convey assurance of the fact to every man, woman, and child with whom you come into contact with. No matter how small the transaction, even if it's only the selling of a piece of candy to a kid, put it into the thought of increase and make sure that the customer is impressed with the thought. Convey the impression of advancement with everything you do, so that all people shall receive the impression that you are an advancing person and that you advance all who deal with you. Even to the people whom you meet in a social way, without any thought of business, and to whom you don't try to sell anything, give the thought of increase. You can convey this impression by holding the unshakable faith that you, yourself, are the way of increase, and by letting this faith inspire, fill, and permeate every action that you make. Do everything that you do in a firm conviction that you are an advancing personality and that you are giving advancement to everyone. Feel that you are getting rich and that in doing so, you're making others rich and conferring benefits to everyone. Don't boast. Don't brag of success. Don't talk about it unnecessarily. True faith is never boastful. Wherever you find a boastful person, you find one who is secretly doubtful and afraid. And let it work out in every transaction in your life. Let every act and tone and look express the quiet assurance that you are getting rich, that you are already rich. Words won't be necessary to communicate this feeling to others. They will feel the sense of increase from your presence. You must so impress others that they will feel that in associating with you, they will get an increase for themselves. See that you give them a use value greater than the cash value you are taking from them. This is powerful, my friends, powerful. Take honest pride in doing this and let everybody know it, and you will have no lack of customers. They will feel it. When you see someone walk in a room head high and people think, oh, that person's confident, there's charisma. It's not confidence. That's somebody who is okay with themselves. And in turn, they're okay with everything else. People can be overly confident for no reason. People that shouldn't be are. So those are different things. But charisma, that magnetism, that comes from somebody who is comfortable in their own skin, somebody who is comfortable being themselves. People will go where they are given an increase. And the universe, God, source, which desires increase for everyone and which knows all, will move towards you, men and women who have never heard of you. Your business will increase rapidly, and you'll be surprised at the unexpected benefits which come to you. Synchronicities start to happen. Coincidences start to happen. People write them off. That's not what's happening. Doors are opening in your life, but you have to be ready to step through. You have to be on the lookout for these signs because sometimes they can be very subtle. Here, Wattles says, let me give you another word of caution in regard to motives. Beware of the insidious temptation to seek for power over other men. Nothing is so pleasant to the unformed or partially developed mind as the exercise of power or dominion over others. The desire to rule for selfish gratification has been the curse of the world. This is written before Hitler, but Hitler would be a great example of this. For countless ages, kings and rulers have drenched the earth with blood in their battles to extend their dominions. This not to seek more life for all, but to get more power for them. Today, the main motive in the business world is the same. Men marshal their armies, but they're not soldiers, they're dollars. And they waste the lives and hearts of millions in the same mad scramble for power over each other. It's a lust for power, and it destroys us. Jesus saw this in the desire for mastery. Jesus saw in this desire for mastery the moving impulse he sought to overthrow. Read the 23rd chapter of Matthew and see how he pictures the lust to be called master, to sit in the high places, to domineer over others, and to lay burdens on the backs of the less fortunate. And note how he compares this lust for dominion with the brotherly seeking for common good to which he calls his disciples. Look out for the temptation to seek for authority, to become a master, to be considered as one above everyone else. to impress others by lavish display. The mind that seeks for mastery over others is the competitive mind, and the competitive mind is not the creative one. In order to master your environment and your destiny, it is not at all necessary that you should rule over your fellow men. And indeed, when you fall into the world's struggle for the high places, you begin to be conquered by fate and environment, and your getting rich becomes a matter of chance and speculation. You got to beware of the competitive mind. There is no better statement in this book. There is no better statement about the rule of creative action. The golden rule. What I want for myself, I want for everybody. It's like the golden rule on steroids here. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing part 9. And that, we're going to be talking about the advancing man. As I said, it starts to get deep, and there's not much of this left. We're on page 50, I believe, and there's only 60 some pages. Let me see. There is a total of 60 pages. So yeah, we're close. So we're going to get into that tomorrow, and then he goes into some cautions and concluding observations, gives you some tips and some hacks that you can do. Fantastic, solid gold knowledge in this book. So I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of The Science of Getting Rich. Also, of course, in the morning, we have Brent live each and every morning at 10. If you haven't joined our Facebook community, you need to do that. We are a fantastic family of like-minded people. We're banded together, helping, supporting each other. It's facebook.com/groups/students of self-empowerment. Also, our YouTube channel could use some subscribers. We have 300 videos and about the same subscribers, which is not good. So if you'd like to help us out, just subscribe, share with all your friends, get the word out. We are sharing the tools, the tips, the techniques that you need to live a life by design and not a life by default. Create the life that you want. Don't be forced to live the life that just presents itself to you. YouTube.com/BrentWebbOfficial. And finally, if you're looking for something different this holiday to give as a gift, why not give the gift of transformation? Give the gift of self-empowerment and personal development. Perfume is great. An ugly tie is great, but material things only go so far. Give a gift that can transform a life. Go to BrentWebb.com. You can get some information about my one-on-one coaching program. I've had clients give it to their children or other friends, family members as gifts. You can also check out BrentWebb.com/shop for all my books and courses and one-on-one coaching as well. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. I'll be back tomorrow. Now remember, tomorrow I'm going to be leaving in the morning for Dallas. So we'll be in Dallas for the weekend. But Saturday, I'll be doing some live streaming from South Fork Ranch, from the legendary TV show Dallas, one of my favorite shows growing up. Love that place. I've been there 50 times, probably more in my life. It's a gorgeous place. If you've never been, South Fork in Parker, Texas is a must see. It's really an amazing place. So I'll be doing some live videos from there. I'm also going to be doing some videos from the event, and I'll give you a little taste of my talk, and we'll go from there. A little backstage action as well. That's all I got for you. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't worry, be happy. And do what? Feel good. I'll see you then.